Hi everyone, how's everyone doing today? How we doing? How we doing? How are we doing? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Friday.
It's Friday.
How's it going? How's it going? How's it going?
I don't think you have anybody.
I do. How are we doing this fine and fun Friday morning? As always, big shout out to our VIPs for making this possible. Thank you for the follow on Facebook. I greatly appreciate it. What is everyone up to today?
Not dying. How long is a chi?
What? What do you mean?
I don't know. I gotta Google it.
Give me context.
7 chi tall man.
That I don't know.
The height of a chi depends on the context. In traditional Chinese measurement, a chi, also known as a ji, is a unit of length roughly equivalent to 13.1 inches in China. In Hong Kong, it's about 1 foot and 2.625 inches. In Taiwan, the chi is the same as the Japanese shaku, about 11.93 inches.
So so between 12 inches and 14 inches.
Yeah.
So 6.
So a 7 chi man would be almost 7 feet.
No, try again. 7 chi would be 8 foot.
There's no way. There's no way.
Well, 7.
Hang on.
7 times 14 is 98.
I'm doing the Google. Seven chi is 233.33333 centimeters.
Which is 7 foot. No, sorry. 8 foot. 8 foot 2.
That's insane. This man's a freaking giant.
Hi Wisp, how you doing? How's it going? How's it going?
Okay, but do you know why I like reading translated novels?
Because ridiculousness of mistranslations.
I mean, yes, because that's amusing. But I found that particularly Chinese, Japanese, and Korean novels, use much bigger words.
That
I like that it works my brain. Like sometimes I have to go and be like, I need to Google that word because I think I know what it means, but I'm not sure.
I'm doing good, Wisp. How are you doing? Besides, hiding from the sun.
It will.
Ooh, woo! Sunshine! Good morning, sun. We have an elusive spouse.
Do people think you're cute when you go ooh?
Uh, it's because it makes me blush.
I don't know. I never get to see your face.
Sunshine says, "Hi, heathen. Hi, elusive spouse.
Hello, sunshine.
What's for dinner tonight, Wisp? Seeing that you have to start making it in like 30 minutes. Wisp, what part of England are you from? I said London, but I realized that I could be incorrect. Ah, Plymouth. Fair. I love how most of Britain is like, I'm not from London. Fuck that noise. London, the Florida of the UK.
I don't think London's as bad as Florida. Face.
I mean, with the way that
Face.
Wisp, London is just ick.
I mean, yeah, but Florida is the state of things that will eat you in the water.
America, the Florida of the world. Ain't that the damn truth?
That
Ain't,
hurts.
it's America Man Friday. You can't make this shit up. Sorry, it's a making merch morning today. Like I just made the Pagan Circle one, and I did a Final Fantasy 14 style one.
Haven't gotten me a shirt yet. Got anybody else shirt? Got me a shirt. Please.
Technically, I've only gotten myself shirts. I've made your shirt.
Pocket. If I was isekai or transmigrated, what do you think
Inuyasha.
the gods? Oh God, please don't put me into Inuyasha. Please don't put me into Inuyasha. No.
It's either Inuyasha or
No.
Tsukimichi.
No. I mean, I'd be willing to go to Tsukimichi, but
Without Makoto's powers.
but I wasn't asking what isekai I would go into or where I would get transmigrated isekai. No, what I was asking
Thank you for liking the live, Martin.
is if I was isekai,
Mm-hmm.
okay,
Mm-hmm.
or transmigrated, either
Mm-hmm.
one.
Same difference, but okay.
The gods, their gods, that world's gods, have sent me to save their world. Would I be a saint?
No.
Would I be like, the super Healy saint? Like, not the pious saint, but like the saint who can like bring people back from the brink of death kind of saint.
Spouse,
Yeah.
if you got isekai into another world, the first thing you would do would be find out what the religion is, decide if you are for it or against it, and if you are against it, declare war on said thing, becoming the demon lord.
Are you saying that I would get isekai as the demon lord?
Yeah,
But I'm saving their world just not to destroy it.
demon lords are about freedom and liberation.
So basically, what you're saying is the demon lords are the free council.
No. You have to remember that the way that most isekai are set up, the kingdoms are about order and security. The demon lords are about freedom, true, unhinged, chaotic freedom.
All I'm saying is, if I got shunted into a world with magic, I would spend so much time researching magic and like experimenting with shit. I'd probably end up blowing up my own house by the time I was like 2, maybe 3.
See, here's the thing though. Here's the question. Here's the question. Do you or do you not have your memories?
Well, I mean, that's kind of the thing.
Because if you have your memories, the science that you could use with that knowledge, does that apply to magic theorem?
I don't know. I haven't been isekai yet. First
But
of all,
but
if,
every
no,
single
no, no.
every single time there's a isekai, whether that's Full Metal Alchemist because that's just a different universe using alchemy over science, but the same philosophy applies.
I would
Equivalent exchange.
I would like to say not all isekais fit into that, but
Every
but
isekai.
you weren't just talking about isekai. You are also throwing reincarnation.
Isekai is transported to another world. That's whether it's through reincarnation or transmigration. That is why it's called the isekai. That's why SAO is an isekai. Because you are transported to another world. The genre itself is being transported to another world. Sometimes it's through reincarnation, sometimes it's through transmigration.
Okay,
Which
fine.
is why Shield Hero, he did not die. The other 3 heroes did die. They were reincarnated where he was summoned.
Right.
Which is why isekai applies to transmigration in totality. While there is a separating between transmigration, reincarnation, or summoned, all 3 are within the isekai genre.
You done? Can I talk now?
Yes.
Okay. If I do get reincarnated with so-called memories as an adult, no offense, but I don't want to remember my trauma or my family.
The fuck?
Okay, but think about it. So I've been reincarnated in another world.
Mm-hmm.
So here I am, a 4-year-old with very adult memories.
Mm-hmm.
But I would be really sad. Like, I would be stupid sad if I was reincarnated with the memories of my family.
So here's why. If you're reincarnated, that means you died. You lived your life and died.
Well, yeah.
So.
But what if it wasn't like, a death at old age? What if it's like, fucking hit by truck coon?
If you were hit by truck coon, everything, quite literally, that means that you have to accept, the first thing you have to accept is there's no way back.
Well, I mean, obviously, if I'm birthed with the memories of an adult into an alternate world, I'm gonna think, I probably died. Truck coon got me.
but think about it like Tsukimichi, SAO, Shield Hero.
Yeah, but they didn't die.
Correct. Which
If
which
it's
is why
reincarnation, I would have died.
which is why it's important to distinguish, especially like with Sword Hero or Shield Hero, the other three heroes, they were dying and summoned.
Well, okay, so let's just, I can't believe how wild this conversation has got at this point. But let's just assume,
Mm-hmm.
okay, that it is death related.
Okay.
And like 90% of isekais, they can't go home,
Correct.
right? So I'm not going to automatically think I'm that 10%.
Most isekai actually have the ability to go home. Are you through at they actually get back to Japan? That's one of the key
Not
points.
if they've been reincarnated in that
Uh,
world.
Even with reincarnation, Tsukimichi, technically he's reincarnated.
Oh, I guess he is, in theory.
And he eventually has the ability to transverse the spirit of the realms.
Spoilers!
That's in season 2 where he's able to
Spoiler!
go, hey, I'm going to go talk to God real quick.
Spoilers!
It's not spoiler. You watched all of season 2 before me.
You are literally spoiling it for the people who have never seen Tsukimichi out there. Spoilers! Captain Spoiler.
Back to my point.
Because you can't argue with me because I'm right.
Back to my point. I would say Tsukimichi, quite literally, that's not a big spoiler. It happens within the first episode where he meets God and goes, I'm going to talk to God again.
Don't listen to him. If he's talking about anything that he likes, you're going to get a spoiler. Like, it's just going to happen.
Can you tell we've been together for 15 years?
He'll get really, really excited and be like, you want to hear something?
It's the tism.
Is it a spoiler?
It's the
Do you
tism.
want to hear something? I'm going to tell you anyways, even if you say no, so get ready to get spoiled.
It's the tism.
It has literally gotten to the point that I can't watch anything without spoilers now.
Hold on. You have fully taken advantage of my spoilers because I've had to warn you multiple times. Hey, you may not want to watch this episode.
I still do.
You do eventually after you've emotionally prepared for it.
More than fascination. I like other people's trauma. I like watching other people in trauma.
How very schadenfreude of you.
I don't want them to go through it, but I won't stop watching.
This is a train wreck. I can't avert my eyes.
I mean, it's accurate.
But yeah, so quite literally.
Anyways, so I think I would be reborn as like a saint. Like I think that like healing magic would be my forte.
So ascendance of a bookworm. You would want ascendance of a bookworm.
Oh God, no! Please no! I don't want to deal with 2020 nobles. The problem is I could deal with 2020 nobles.
Quite literally. Let's take a look at your top 5 isekai. Okay? Ascendance of a bookworm. Mm-hmm. All right.
Greatest estate developer.
Greatest estate developer.
Beginning after the end.
Solo leveling.
Is that isekai?
Did he die? He woke up outside of the dungeon with new power. While yes, it is his same reality.
I am
technically the Ashborn was isekai'd into him.
No, because It's in the tentative isekai category.
Because reincarnate, it never says you have to be reincarnated into another body.
And reincarnated as a slime is my
It,
one.
correct. Now, of those 5, it ain't going to be solo leveling. Fuck that noise.
Oh, God. Okay.
Okay? The only way you would do reincarnated as a slime is if you could follow the same path as Rimuru. And even then, you're like,
I don't know. There's a lot of people I want to fuck.
I didn't say
Slime. And that's probably exactly what I do. I just let my slut flag fly.
we don't slut shame here. We slut celebrate.
Well, and,
Hey, Anarchy.
I mean, you know, Rimmer is basically asexual?
Yes.
Yeah, Rimmer is basically asexual.
He's asexual, demi-romantic. Then you've got the beginning after the end. Oh, fuck that noise. Which leaves 2. SAO. Ugh. Or...
Not unless I could convert Kirito and Asuna to polyamory.
Here's the thing. Kirito and Asuna are basically polyamorous.
No, Kirito has a harem.
It's an asexual harem, but it's still
I'm pretty sure his cousin wants to be super sexual with him.
not anymore.
Oh, well, that's good. Because everybody's just kind of accepted Asuna as, like, the head person.
Exactly. So which means that means you get Klein. No.
No.
Anarchy, oh god, not SAO. Which means your only option that you would take immediately would be Tsukimichi. But instead of Tsukiyomi's powers, I know which god powers you would take, and it would be hilarious and awful at the same time. Yup. You would either take Loki or Anubis, or both, just because you could. And you'd be like, okay, so, first things first, fuck that goddess. You specifically. We need to replace you.
The council has spoken.
Let's talk about Taijin from Demon Slayer and his 3 wives. Yes!
Yes!
And his platonic hetero life mate of Rengoku.
I started rewatching Demon Slayer last night.
I thought you've been rewatching it.
I finished it already.
Jesus Christ.
And then I tried to find something else to watch and couldn't, so Demon Slayer went on. Because I looked at Solo Leveling and I was like,
oh, they had a bromance going on. We already know.
I have watched Solo Leveling way too many times.
I mean, you could finish Arifureta.
No, I refuse.
Why?
Because it's gotten too... bleh.
Quite literally, you get to see Swords Girl join the harem. Carrie's friend.
I don't like his harem.
Why?
I just don't.
I just think you hate Kooky. The tertiary antagonist. You like things with good antagonists. And because we've been together so long that my love of Moriarty has rubbed off on you. My love of good antagonists, which drives a better protagonist, like Akihiko Kayaba, is a
Akihiko Kaiba is
amazing
protagonist.
antagonist. But that's the thing.
I mean, honestly, I do like the story of Ascendance of a Bookworm.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because I've read all the light novels that are available
Yep.
up to date. And I've read the Google translated web novel.
Mm-hmm.
And it is a really good story. I really like the nuances of the politics. I like the nuances of
Ascendance of a Bookworm is Isekai Game of Thrones.
no, kind of.
Just without the incest.
Well, there's no brother sister. Well, I can't say that.
Oh no, I'm sorry, Anarchy. I hope your oldest feels better.
But it's polygamous, not polyamorous, by the way.
I mean, most feudal era things are polygamous.
I just don't think that's fair. I think if men can have multiple wives, then women can have multiple wives or husbands.
That's why I thoroughly enjoy Shield Hero. Because the kingdom that he serves is matriarchal versus patriarchal.
Well, I mean, you can always prove who birthed the child.
Correct.
You cannot always prove who fathered the child.
Correct.
Or, I'm sorry, what would be an accurate way? You cannot always prove who fertilized the embryo, but you can always prove who carried said embryo and birthed it. I just think everybody should have an equal opportunity to be a deviant.
I mean, yeah. Everyone should be able to be a deviant. Deviancy and degeneracy is what makes the world go round.
And men should be able to be sluts. What you say? I mean, I'm a slut.
I'm a manho.
No, I'm a slut. I guess it goes back to the theory of top versus bottom. Like, I guess if you're a top and you're having lots of sex, like if you're the top, you're not a slut, but if you're taking it, you're totally a slut.
See,
does that make sense?
See, but I like what we used to say. Hoes do it for money, sluts do it for love of the sport.
I do it for both. That just sounds like a lot of energy right now.
Mood.
Being a horse sounds like too much energy.
Mood. Fucking mood. Pretty sure that we're just making people cackle with our back and forth.
No idea what we're doing for people.
Giving them insight to our relationship because they don't get to see that very often. Because you are elusive. But elusive does not mean absent.
It's true. That's very true. I don't think they could get a glimpse of our dynamic just from this conversation.
You'd be surprised. I talk about you very often. Elusive Spouse is Awesome Spouse from the little I've seen.
Uh, it's because I don't know.
Spouse has had to put up with my antics for um 15 years. $15 Spouse has had to put up with me. Django and Angel give me gray hair. Wisp says Spouse has a high tolerance then for your bullshit.
No, I just learned early on because I was so determined to make our relationship work that there are just some things I just have to
Accept.
accept and just think, fuck it, whatever.
So what you're saying is our relationship, you basically went, accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference.
I mean, no, I wouldn't say that in the beginning. But I was really fucking neurotic in the beginning.
I mean, we both were. We were both coming off of abusive asshole exes.
That's true. Are we each other's rebounds?
Technically.
I don't think I've ever heard of a rebound lasting 15 years.
High five.
Woo! Hell yeah.
I mean, but if you want to be super technical, Argent and Coyote were your rebound from your abusive ex. And I was just a man hoe after my abusive ex.
And Coke cans.
God damn it.
It has been 0 days.
So,
Spazzy's listening. Spazzy, it's been 0 days since Argent's had a Coke can.
I feel in the term of exes, my ex-husband wasn't physically abusive, but he was emotionally. So, my ex, karma got back to my ex in a way that Sephiroth's meteor couldn't have wiped out.
Have it on my playlist now, by the way.
What?
And then more, yeah.
One-winged angel is the word you're looking, or the title you're looking for.
I can't remember shit these days.
See, my ex was emotionally and mentally abusive. And the reason why I say karma came back and bit her hard is just before COVID, on the anniversary of what would have been our 14th anniversary, she passed away of sepsis. So she died of being toxic. Karma. It's an entire thing. But yeah. So it's gonna be a short stream today because I've got to uh, go to the oldest art class today. Oh, ow. Do, 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 do. Hey, spouse, can you get the things off the front porch? I appreciate you. I love you.
Did you bring a? Did you get a marinade?
I did not because none of the marinades looked worth it. Ew, I'm sorry, Anarchy. Like, so I work my job um with my ex. My ex would stay home, never cook or clean. I was in the army, so I was constantly busy, constantly doing things. Would have to come home, clean, cook dinner, or figure out dinner. Go to bed by like 10 p.m. just to get up at 4 and do it again. Yeah. It was rough. Hey Alexander, how are you doing? I was in trauma counseling for mine, so I grok, but I am sorry that happened to you, Wisp. Was it already put away?
I've already put it away.
Oh.
It's only 3 things.
The patches, the chicken, and the... I love you. Mwah. What you need?
A haircut.
Then go get a haircut. Hey, it's right up the road.
We'll see. See how it goes.
Or do you want to wait till a little bit later and I can take you?
Yeah, you can take me anywhere.
Yeah, I can do that.
Just let me know in like 30 minutes. So
Okay.
I can online check it.
Okay.
And just back there, okay.
Alright. I love you. But you know what? It's fine. I have Django and Angel now. Well, I'm happy for you, Anarchy. The Three Musketeers. Okay, so which one's Porthos? It's Porthos the pirate! Ah! He's a loon. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. Do, 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 do. My little blondie. That's adorable. See real quick here. Just checking a thing real quick. Welcome in, Candy. Oh, absolutely, Wisp. They're adorable. Ba ba bum. Hey, makes sense to me. Lip sync. Lip sync. I have to make sure I follow you then, Anarchy. Do 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 do. Do do do. Do do. Just followed. I appreciate you. Mainly, I just do like good morning messages on mine. Boom. But yeah, I figured that just hop on for like an hour, everything, and that way I can, spend a little bit of time talking to y'all, hang out for a little bit, and then do the things that I need to take care of. Yeah, I can do that. Oof. Good luck, Anarchy. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Let me see how real quick. Dur, dur, dur. Dur, dur, dur. I'll have to check. Bum, 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 bum. Let's see her. Bum, 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 bum. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah. So, um, morning. How you doing, Dan? I'm doing pretty good. How are you? How's it going? How's it going? Bum 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 bum. I appreciate it. Thank you. And welcome in. Um, well, it's going to be cooked dinner. And then I'm probably going to play Monster Hunter or Starfield. So we'll see. Haven't decided yet. Just depends on where my brain is after getting that done. What about you? What you got planned for the rest of the day, Wisp? Let's go ahead and do a check-in. Oh, absolutely. You'll have to send me a friend request, Anarchy, on Steam. I'll pop in Django server real quick. Yeah, I have it on Steam. Nice. I miss D&D. I would love to do a D&D campaign that's like similar to Fantasy High, but it would have to be like a one shot. That's sad. I'm sorry, Wisp. That's upsetting. Why weren't you allowed to? Trauma made you funny. Okay, so I can pick that up on Sunday. Cool. I'm sorry. That's super shitty. That makes sense, Anarchy. Well, you can still friend request me on PS5. It's anyone who wants to friend request me on PS5 is more than allowed. Especially since I have the PlayStation app right here. Is that you? Wisp, I will give me a second. Do-do, do-do. Um, do-do-do. Hmm. Do-do-do. I just threw it in the VIP room. Oh. All right. I'm going to go ahead and ramp down, start getting things accomplished. If y'all need me, you know where to find me. You know where to reach me. And I will probably be on voice chat tonight, just playing. I won't be streaming, but so just if you want to hang out, just let me know. Hang out, do voice and everything. But otherwise, I will talk to y'all a little bit later. I love y'all. Anarchy, have a great stream. Wisp, have a great takeaway night with your family. And if y'all need anything, please don't hesitate to reach out.